Mothron's going down pretty good. We're finally doing a good amount of damage here, I think. Flying around the bottom here. Cheating by summoning more baby Mothrons. Hello again, friends and Dino Nuggets, and welcome back to the Terraria playthrough. We're in the jungle today because we're going to go back into the underground jungle and go to the temple, but not for the reason you might think. We're actually going to go down to the temple in order to find ourselves some solar fragments to make a solar tablet, which will allow us to summon a solar eclipse, because we're going to try to get a TERRA BLADE today, which I am incredibly excited for. I don't really know much about it other than I know that it's the next logical step for us. So the first things first, I've got to find the temple, which is down here somewhere, I believe. I've gotten a glimpse of it before. I do remember that much. Probably should have figured this out before we went downstairs. Or underground. Downstairs works too. Here it is. So there's our underground jungle temple. And we are going to head that direction. So immediately we come down this way. Apparently got a bunch of honey down there. Must have been from when we destroyed the hive on our way down. This is probably a trapped chest, if I had to guess, just from this dart trap. Maybe not. We're not looking for anything in chests today, though, so we're gonna go ahead and zoom right on by. I don't even, for the first time, don't have a spelunker potion on, so that's how you know I mean business. We're gonna go this way. Let's go ahead and clear this up. So the reason for us going to the underground jungle, Plantera bulb there, we need to get these solar fragments. We need to get a solar eclipse, and we need to fight Mothrons, which are going to drop what they call broken hero swords. Look at this jungle temple actually. Is it just me, or are you just allowed to come in here? Oh, here's the door, that's why. I was wondering how in the world they were gonna stop me from getting in here earlier, but now it makes sense. So we'll take the lizard statue, and then we're gonna make our way inside. Now, I did not bring a wrench, which is not a great idea. From what I understand, there's lots of traps in here. So we brought the key for the first time ever. First time ever I have entered the jungle temple. As you guys might remember from the first playthrough, we had the most horrible luck and our world was corrupted and we didn't actually make it here. But so what we got to do is we got to take our buffs for sure. Probably need a danger sense potion. Probably would have been a smart call. Look at all of these guys. So I believe these guys will drop the solar fragments, and we'll also find them in chests. I don't think the chance of them dropping them is too high, but we're gonna find a ton in here, and that's the important part. So let's go ahead and loot all of this. And we're gonna make sure we get as much of this stuff as possible. I saw that dart trap. We got 2 more fragments from that. Oh, we got hit by some spikes that dropped on our heads there. I don't know how long they last. We would prefer for them to go away now. I don't know if these statues actually do anything for us. If I had to guess, I would guess that they don't. Loot all of those. Oh, goodness. The traps are pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's making me question coming down here without the wrench so we could see exactly what's going on here. We are very close to dying already. We're just gonna take it slow. I think we already have enough to actually make one tablet. I can't remember the exact number at the moment. We are definitely holding our own against the actual opponents or the enemies. Our struggle is coming from the traps. So I see a chest up ahead, I think. Oh no, it was just a pot. We need another heal, which we should be able to do now. More fragments. We're just gonna run across real quick. Loot all of these. And we died, but we got our solar fragments. That's what really matters. That's what we were going for. So if we come up to the anvil, I think is what we need to use to craft it. We have a solar tablet. And we can craft 2 of them, which is very good for us. Which means that we will be able to summon 2 solar eclipses. There's no point in doing it at this time. We're gonna have to wait for the next day to really get the most out of it. Oh, I need to reset my farm. So there's a few things that I'll do while we're sitting here waiting. And I'll come back to you guys when it's time to start the solar eclipse. All right, my friends, and we are getting up out of bed. Nice big stretch as we get ready to take on a solar eclipse. So new enemies have been added now since we beat Terraria. It's not going to be easy, but we refuse to believe it's going to be hard either. So, oh, look at this. We got lucky. A solar eclipse is happening without us having to use up one of our tablets. So we're going to let everybody come to us. The amount of damage these guys can take is ridiculous still. We are going to take buffs for this fight. Oh, I feel like even the enemies that we've already fought are actually getting quite a bit of a health buff from this. Maybe it's just been a while since I fought in... It might have just been a while since I fought in a solar eclipse. But at this point, not going to be nearly as easy as I remember. That's for sure. We are struggling. Our life is getting low without us even really doing much. Once we get the Terra Blade, we're going to have no more issues. I've noticed something's throwing potions. Oh, the nails. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. We want to try to kill nails from around this corner here. Oh, there's a Mothron. That's what we need to kill in order to get our Broken Hero Sword. If we could get the Broken Hero Sword during this fight, that would be amazing, by the way. That would make life a whole lot easier for us. We got a baby Mothron here. Man, this thing is pretty strong, actually. I'm wondering if I'm missing out on some of the items I was using earlier, because it seems like we're not doing as much damage as I feel like we should be doing. But maybe I'm just, like I said before, not used to Not used to the damage output. Okay, so we got the Eye of Cthulhu, which is a great yo-yo. Not exactly what we want, but I'm not gonna scoff at it. It's a good get. We've killed one Mothron, which is good for us. We have another 2 tablets in case this one doesn't go well. The solar eclipse is really, it's, I don't want to say it's boring, because it's not necessarily boring. That's not the right word for it. But it is definitely tedious, which is just another word for boring, I guess. Mothron kills us, flies away. We got this. So we got a long time left in this solar eclipse. I'm hoping we can continue to do some serious damage here. We do need to grab our gold back. We need to buff ourselves back up, which I will do in a second here. Trying to clear this up. But I need to grab those buffs for sure. I need to grab these buffs. And then we're just gonna continue. Oh, these deadly spears are some of the worst. I hated those in the last playthrough. It appears as though the potions don't actually make it to the on the platform, which protects us a little bit from Mr. Manfly, whatever his name is. Every creature drops a new weapon as well. Every new creature, I should say. So killing everything is going to be worth it. We're hoping for Mothron. We could also do with, I think it's like a Reaper's Scythe or something similar to that. An item that these Reapers drop. That would be a pretty good get for us. I wish there was a little bit more that we could do damage-wise. We could probably pull out our Shadow Flame knives wherever I left those. And those might actually help us a little bit in this fight, just with the bouncing around. Oh, Mothron's back. And we have a good amount of life this time. We should hopefully be able to take him on this time. Pinhead is almost destroyed. Not quite there yet. We're finally doing a good amount of damage here, I think. Flying around the bottom here. Cheating by summoning more baby Mothrons. Oh, and we get the broken hero sword. That is awesome. So we did get what we were looking for. What we're gonna do over here really quickly is craft a TERRA BLADE. And we can check this out now during this fight. What an amazing weapon. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to our life and we get killed by a pinhead. Of course we do. The biggest benefit of getting the TERRA BLADE now is that we do not have to continue fighting the solar eclipse. If we want to fight the solar eclipse, we can do it for fun, but we don't have to do it out of necessity. We're definitely going to reforge this thing. This is an insane sword. The damage is really, really good. Now it's kind of, right now we're doing all of this without any buffs on too. This is just purely the TERRA BLADE. All its glory. Almost makes it easy. As long as we don't get those pinheads. Now that we got a huge crowd controlling sword. Really not even the sword, it's just the projectiles that it shoots. Let's kill this guy. We're hoping he drops his weapon for us as well. That would be great. When we can get up close and personal, it does even more damage. That's kind of the way to do it. Yeah, that is insane. The amount of damage that this does. And we're not even near full power because we don't have our best prefix on this one. Gonna put more gold in our chest here. Getting tons of gold. Yeah, I can't get over how amazing this weapon is. We got the Butcher's blood-stained apron, apparently. We got another pinhead coming, which we're going to be very careful about. What an epic fight. Took us a few deaths, but we got our goal accomplished, and we definitely are loving this weapon. Also, I feel like the solar eclipse enemies make some funny noises. Oh, we're gonna try to destroy Pinhead without, didn't go fast enough, but I wanted to try to kill him before he got on this side of that wall so we could have stayed away from taking some damage. Oh, we got the death sickle. So we got both of the weapons that I was hoping for. So the quick death sickle is now ours. Clean this up. Good. Hit the bat again, or the fly. These guys should be going away any second now. Solar eclipse is over. It's now nighttime. Clean up the last few of these guys. And we survived the solar eclipse. And not only did we survive the solar eclipse, but we got both of the items we were hoping for. So we got a quick death sickle, which is basically just an upgrade from our ice sickle. So that was obviously something that we wanted. We got a bunch of the clothes. We got a flask, which we can't use because we don't have enough mana. Another moonstone, which we're getting close to being able to actually use that as well. Life fruit, which I already have. Superior butcher's chainsaw, which is cool. And then we got a bunch of banners for some of the enemies. And yeah, what a great little get here. We also got the Eye of Cthulhu, which with that 121 damage. That's actually no joke, along with our yo-yo bag. That may be worth putting some work into. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to reforge this Terra Blade. Sharp is cool, 15 damage, but it's not the only modifier that we can get for this thing, so we should try to get a better one. We got tons of gold, I think. Let's see, we've got a good amount of gold, I think. Let's put the blade in here. See, we got 12 platinum. So anytime this number gets higher, it means that we got a better one. So let's go for, okay, 36 is dangerous, not great. Oh, legendary. Oh, that was some good luck right there. Oh, and the attack speed is so much better. Look at this. So now we definitely are going to do some damage with this Terra Blade. What an insane attack speed that has. The nail gun, which we do not need. I must have just brought that because it was in my inventory. I'm going to swap the Shroomite digging claws there. The quick death sickle, the Eye of Cthulhu. Do we want to try to get a modifier on the Eye of Cthulhu? We might want to, because we may start using this if Superior. Actually, I think I'm going to settle for Superior just because I don't completely need this yet, but it could be good for us. I would love to actually see it in action. I feel as though this might be really good against some of the mech bosses like the Destroyer, perhaps. So I wanted to test the Eye of Cthulhu. One of the best places for us to do that is this little area here that I have, which is basically where I was just farming mimics. But this area over here, I have a water candle, so I get a little bit of bonus spawns. And honestly, it seems as though that this yo-yo is pretty insane. Here's the water candle, is it? Nope. Actually, I think the water candle's gone. I must have moved it somewhere else because it was up on these platforms here. But a lot of these enemies are dying relatively quickly to the Eye of Cthulhu, which is kind of cool. The Eye of Cthulhu hasn't been this relevant since we were just starting off our game. So it does a pretty good job of clearing out these enemies, at least. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. We're gonna get a little bit risky here, and we are going to head to the dungeon. So if you guys don't remember, once we beat Plantera, we got. Oh, I guess you guys won't remember because it happened the first time I beat Plantera. But we got a notification at the bottom of the screen that told us that the dungeon spawned some stronger enemies. So let's go down here and check out what that's going to be like. I know that there's some tough enemies in here. I also know that we can get the jungle. We can get the jungle biome chest, which has a really good weapon in it. The problem being, I don't know where the jungle key is at the moment. This ectoplasm is really good for us. We can get, we could use it. Oh, oh, that is an enemy right there. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and this guy does some damage. Oh my goodness. That's no joke in here. So I do not think that the move is messing with the Eye of Cthulhu. I think the move is probably going to be to do some proper damage for us. I'm thinking we might go with attack speed increase, which means that it would assumedly mean that our DPS is going to go up. We'll find out when we get in there. Let's go ahead and get our sharpening station. I should buy another one and put it next to our house. I don't know. Or I could just put this one next to our house. I don't know why I have it at the arena. Look at this though. Pirates are approaching from the west. This is actually insane because I was thinking about doing the pirate invasion. Oh wow, this is actually a really good thing. I'm glad that this started. I wish we had more of these heart statues here. All of them are underground at the moment. But oh, this is gonna be good. I think that this is actually the best case scenario for us. We're gonna defend our base against the pirates. And here they come. So the pirates are no joke. I know that for sure. The first waves may be okay. Thankfully we have a pretty decent arena here set up. The easier people are gonna be not too bad. So Pirate Captain, actually not terrible. You know, this actually, we may have gotten the TERRA BLADE at the perfect time. We may not struggle too much with the pirate invasion. This is our first one, however. So we are definitely going to... It's all going to be figuring out just how good we can do here. Let's see. Yeah, the pirate captain's really no problem at all. We'll see once those boats start coming. Let's go ahead and get some of our buffs on, including our defense, which is going to be the most important thing, I think. So we have a captain yet again. The captains are pretty strong. We want to get as much damage done to them as possible, and I think the closer we are, they won't actually attack us with their sword or with their guns if we're close enough. And so we'll want to make sure that with the captains we kind of close the gap, get up close and personal. And it looks like we're getting our first Flying Dutchman ship. I think that's what they're called. Let's kill a lot of these guys if we can. This is actually an insane amount of damage being done to the ship. And we're kind of attacking each of the cannons at one time. Oh, look at that. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Awesome. Let's just go ahead and keep fighting the invasion. This makes me confident in our ability to take this on. We've already gotten 50 pirate deckhands destroyed. And we're gonna see about hopefully another Dutchman comes, because if we can beat him that easy, we're definitely gonna want to. I saw the head of a pirate over there, and I was trying to figure out what it was. The TERRA BLADE makes this laughably easy. That's for sure. I'm pretty happy that we got. I'm definitely happy that we got the legendary modifier on it as well. But that was the pirate invasion. Easy as that. It was really. I thought it was gonna be harder. I definitely thought it was gonna be a little bit harder than that. So I'm happy with the way that one came out. So I was looking at the loot that I got from the pirate invasion. We got a Flying Dutchman relic, which is kind of cool. We also got 2 of these gold rings, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we can actually take the gold rings now and move them, or shimmer them. Sorry, not move them, but we can use the shimmer, and it would actually allow us to get one of the other items as well. So I'm definitely gonna do that. I would like to find, or actually I got a gold chest here. Why don't I put my pirate loot in the gold chest? So we're gonna put, I got pirate staff as well, which they're kind of cute. I do have the pygmy staff, which is better, the pygmy staff by a little bit, so we'll keep those. But I also got the Flying Dutchman mount, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys that in a second. So look at this. Now we can hang out in a little flying pirate ship, which is super cool. Now I think I'm gonna take one of these to. I'm gonna take these to the shimmer and find out what we can get with this. But I also wanted to find, and this may be difficult, I would like to find my Souls of Flight, which I know I have a good amount of. Oh, here's some, 16. I'm gonna actually need to get a little bit more, unless I have some sitting around somewhere, which I do. Awesome. I've killed a bunch of wyverns at this point, and I'm gonna actually come over here. The frozen wings have been doing a great deal of good for me, but I've gotten 2 broken bat wings, and I believe we can actually make some bat wings, which if we put those here, we can now have bat wings, and I believe they fly a little better, a little faster, and anything that can increase our movement speed is good for me. So I'd prefer to have those for now. You can see that the pirate is doing a little bit of damage for us. Now the pygmy guy is out. I guess we'll keep him for now. So let's go ahead and run over to the shimmer. Got a wonderful little underground base here. I really like the way this all came out. Don't know what this is. It's kind of cool. An amber bunny, I think it said. We are going to drop in the gold ring. That gave us a discount card. Okay, drop in the discount card. That gives us lucky coin. Are those the only 3 Looks like it. Gold ring. So we do have only 3 options here. I think at this point we might as well grab the discount card, right? Shop price is lowered by 20%. That could come in handy. On some occasions at least. So let's go ahead and magic mirror. Get attacked by something apparently. Let me take a second to think about what I want to do last. Alright, we're gonna go into the dungeon again. This time with the correct sword. The correct weapon choice. This should make a huge difference. We'll find out. But I don't think we'll have as much issues as we did with that wonderful Eye of Cthulhu. So, see, already feeling a little bit better. A little bit on the better side. We're gonna have to, at some point, dig out a nice little area to use here. It's good to know that the spikes don't really bug us anymore. You notice our life immediately regens back up to where it's supposed to be. That is good to know. We also don't have as many of these strong guys as before. Oh, I do see a paladin over there. The paladin is actually an important enemy for us to fight. We want his sword. I'm gonna kill that guy first. If we can get this paladin, and if he can drop his on the first, if he drops his shield on the first try, we will be a very happy camper. He didn't do that, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. He did not drop it on the first kill. We're gonna have to work on our luck a little bit, I guess. A gold key. Could always use a gold key. At this stage, probably not, but we'll take it, you know? We'll take whatever this mighty dungeon gives us. We also would love to take this ectoplasm because this is going to give us a huge leg up because we can fight the, I'm trying to remember the name of it, the pumpkin. It's the pumpkin and the, I don't remember what they're called, the small key brand. So we got a new sword here. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as our Terra Blade is gonna be, but it exists. It's kind of funny because the last time we were here in the dungeon, I remember getting the true Knight's Edge or just the normal Knight's Edge for the first time. So we've kind of come full circle. We're taking our newest strong item, the Terra Blade. Here's the jungle chest. We are going to need to open that at some point. I don't believe it's something that we necessarily need because I think it's a ranged weapon or a mage weapon or something similar, which means that it's not quite for us. But if possible, I'd like to open all of them. I know it's a little bit of a task to do that. Never been afraid of a task though, that's for sure. So we're really mainly looking for paladins, I would say. Number 1. We would like some paladins to show up. If not paladins, just anybody who gives us some kind of weapon upgrade would be nice at this point. That's what I'll be happy with. One of the things I need to do in my world as well is I need to make sure that I get some farms set up for things like gel so I can make asphalt. Especially now that I have the Terra Blade, I feel as though asphalt might be a really good way to kill some bosses. Running straight down a line of asphalt might be a good idea, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're definitely gonna need to buy that from the steampunker, I think is who sells it. Oh, big skull guy. He dropped something. A cream soda. Wow, thank you, sir. We really appreciate the cream soda. I'm kind of thinking that we're not getting lucky with the paladins, surprisingly. I don't know which key that is for. We got another golden key though. I don't know. We're gonna have to make a little water candle farm for paladin farming, I guess. That's what it's looking like. I really thought we would have found at least another one by now. And their alchemy table is actually really nice. I did actually wind up getting us a upgrade for the Shroomite digging claw for speed, which I think is important because obviously we want to mine as fast as possible. That's gonna make it's gonna make it very easy for us to create farms underground when we can dig out huge squares without any hassle. So I think that's gonna be a plan for us. At this moment though, I'm not seeing any luck with the paladins. Very unfortunate. There is a skeleton sniper somewhere. I had the hardest time getting skeleton snipers to spawn in my last world because I needed the scope because I was playing as a ranger and those guys would not spawn at all, and now I've seen a few of them at this point. I think he fell down this way. There he goes. Okay, well, I think with that, I will probably end this episode here. Head back to the house. Kind of cut my losses, and I will hunt for the paladin shield and all of that good stuff on stream at some point. I need to just get a little bit luckier, I guess, with the spawns. Like one spawned and the game assumed that was enough for us. So let me go ahead and clear that guy up. We'll check down here real quick. Let's walk over here, see if there's one hiding from me. I don't see one. Let's go ahead and head back to the house. We did get a Spectre staff. Kind of cool. Rusted Company Standard. I don't know what that is. Ragged Brothers Sigil. And a tabby, which is kind of good because I think that gives us the dash ability the same way that the Shield of Cthulhu does. It just doesn't give us damage that goes with it. So with that, that'll be the episode. Thank you guys for watching us get a little bit of tasks done. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like. I've been your host, Bubbasaurus, not Bubblesaurus, Bubbasaurus. And remember to always be on your Bubbasaurus best.